Okay, so I have part of the bird and a part of the wing on it. I still have some, little details to do, and so still a lot of the bird left. But you kind of get the, the full effect of it. You're getting textures. You're creating a wacky bird on this type of paper. You cut them out, and then you use that cutout as stencils, and then you trace those stencils onto your textured paper. So you can do all kinds of different stuff. I'm going to finish up mine, and then I'll show you, and then I'll show you what other cool details that you can put onto it to make it more interesting and to make it stand out. So I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to finish up my bird. Okay, here is the finished collage. We're going to add some details with marker. You can use a regular fine marker or an extra fine marker. There are two different ones. One's a bigger tip than the other to add some kind of contrast and a little bit more texture to the bird. I think we're also going to do something with the background. So let me switch out the view on the camera, and then I'll show you how to add the marker to the bird. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to add some texture with marker going throughout. Notice that I did add a little bit of highlight with a different color here. You will have some extra left over. You can share that among your friends if they like some of the textures and colors that you use. So y'all can share, that's fine. But you can also add, notice on the eyes I added, the different colors for the pupils of the eye. If you want to add some highlights in here, I think this color, this little bright yellow onto the blue hair, adding a few highlights in there with this would also look really nice. So collaging these together and overlapping would be really good to do for this assignment. The more layers you have and the colors that you mix together, the more you have, the better this is going to look. So don't just focus on, the wing has to be one color or the body has to be one color. You can do some highlights or even a shadow of different colors too. Okay, so I am going to start with the eyes. And I am just going to kind of outline a little bit very loosely. It's going to have kind of a textured look to it, or a scratchy look. Give me just a second. Let me answer that phone. You on? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so I'm going to add texture with my marker, and I'm creating this to kind of have a kind of like a manic, crazy look. And just going really around the edges. And this will kind of help define your outlines. And I'm kind of doing the ends here, and you'll get to be able to see them a little bit more. I'm going to go around this eye a little bit more. And if you get on the background paper, that's okay. Adding a little detail. Kind of getting those. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can be more loose with your lines. Guys, too loud. Okay, I can add just little tiny bits of hair. See, and I see these lines, you can kind of outline them a little bit in black. Kind of show that movement. Okay, so I'm going to go down here. I'm going to keep on going down. Okay, I'm going to finish this up real quick, and then we'll go to our next part. All right, go ahead and finish. Okay, we're going to try overlapping with the same color, or same pattern with a different color with yellow. I wouldn't do like colors that are very similar, like blue and purple. You want contrast with it. I don't know how this is going to look, but we're going to try. It gives it a little bit of effect. I don't think you see the pattern as well with the yellow, but it adds a little color to it, so it's not just black. So you have a little overlapping. So I would recommend doing two colors in the background. see the patterns on the black. Really good way to fill up your space by using these rubbing plates for the background. And I am pressing a little bit harder with this so you can see it. You could possibly do a third color, maybe orange or a green, but I think I'm just going to stick to 2. If you happen to have pencil lines from the outline of your bird, then make sure you erase those before you do the background. Okay, so now we have our finished product. Okay, we have we drew the outline of your bird. Shh, guys, filming. Back table. Shh. We have the outline that you cut out your bird in pieces. Make sure that you keep your stuff together. Keep them in your portfolios. That way they don't get lost. You did the wax resist, or you did the rubbing plates, okay, for your big white sheet that you did, or that you're going to do. And then you added watercolor. You did the stencil, and then you traced the stencil in here, and then cut out one shape at a time. Okay, background. Okay, just use rubbing plates. Okay, pick a color that's going to have a lot of contrast so that they stand out. So if your bird's mainly yellow, you might want to do purple for the background. So complementary colors. Okay, so then that's it.